All right. So today is Saturday, and I need to film a what is it called? Setup Saturday? No, not Setup Saturday. Strategy. What the heck? Strategy Saturday, and I was busy today, and I'm gonna be busy later on today. So I need to. I don't have that much time, so I kind of just need to, run through one pretty quickly. I just want to be able to get one out, one video out, and try to improve my strategy however much I can. Let me turn on the AC because it is very hot, and then I need to grab my notebook too, and then we'll get started on this. It is hot as balls in my room, and the AC is not going to be running anytime soon because apparently it's cold in my house. So it's not running. But that is a-okay. That is perfectly fine. Just run through this really quickly. So, backtesting journal. What is this day that we're backtesting? We are backtesting April 20, no, April 19th. Well, April 20th, I guess, yeah. So, backtesting journal. Testing April 20th, 2026. Okay, so let's start off with initial analysis, right? Let's go ahead, select a bar, get rid of this. So I can do daily without, nope. Is that predicting Monday's price action? It's not. It is? It's not? It's not. Okay, so perfect. Um, so we've been very bullish for the last 20 days. We just swept liquidity here. There is liquidity here, kind of equal highs liquidity. Let's see. The high here is 88375, and the high here is 883. So yeah, just equal highs. So we're gonna target this high, and we're probably gonna continue the bullish trend. We do have a small bearish candle on Sunday open, but I do think we just continue bullish overall. So let's go ahead down to the 1 hour time frame. This is 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. Those are our main focus points. Then we go down to the 30-minute, and then we focus on 5 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. as our secondary focus points. So what I want to see first happen here is this liquidity void being filled, right? So during the London protraction, we get a nice bearish move, which indicates bullish structure, right? It's exactly what I wanted to see. If I were up during this time, we would see this as an SMT divergence because NASDAQ swept Asian lows, right? So now we could potentially get in on a trade like this, right? Something like this. But obviously I'm not in during this time, so this is just like a prediction, a key prediction of what I want to see happen. So delayed protraction, we get the move up and then tap into liquidity zones, and then kind of consolidating, but still overall a move up, right? Then AM trend, pre-AM trend. So pre-AM trend comes up this close to my prediction, right? We're right here on this prediction. The reason why I'm saying here instead of filling here is because I have seen a lot of times that the previous closure, the previous week closure doesn't always matter too much. Not as much as like order blocks or like reclaimed blocks or propulsion blocks and stuff. And right here, this low would be the order block uh, before price saw that big rejection down, right? So yeah, I'm kind of just targeting this low right here. Um, Go down to the 1 minute now because market is about to open. And then we probably see price. Yep, okay, so price takes out that high, which is perfect. Exactly what I wanted. If I were up at that time, I would have caught 164 points to the dot already. And now we see this candle. I expect price to reject. So I want to see a bearish candle. Bearish close, perfectly shown. And then, sorry, I don't have to actually do that. Let's go ahead and lock this in place and then just turn down the opacity a lot. Okay, and then let's take this short, right? And then we'll say 50% of this. Want to take something around this with stops down here because we've seen so much bullish already. Maybe not. Maybe we see something much more like this. Right, so 66 points. Right? So yeah, what's the first thing that happens? Ooh. We see kind of a consolidating candle, so I expect us to touch into this fair value gap at the very least. Yeah, and then so we hit this level, but it's not quite exactly what I want anymore. Thank God I didn't take the trade. Give me a second. Yeah, thank God I didn't take that trade. Um, so yeah. Let's see how this candle moves from here. We could still potentially see bearish, but we touch into this fair value gap here, and do we get the rejection out of it? Not quite. Yeah, okay, so that's perfect. Not quite a rejection out of it, so now anything right here, I'm fairly confident in for bearish. In fact, I think anything right here. Consolidating candles. I was just about to say consolidating candles. Let's take out this high and enter into this fair value gap and then see a rejection off of it. Saw it a little bit early there. I didn't want to see it immediately from saying it. So we'll see a strong candle move like this. We go to the 15-minute. See. We did hit the 50% of this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit my losses as much as possible and go up to this. Just because we hit the 50% here doesn't mean that we have to reject away from it. But there is a potential that we do, right? So I'm going to limit my losses to something like this and this. Ooh, okay, see, that's what I wanted to see. Super nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 off at the 830 level. Take 2 off at the New York low. And then check for SMTs before anything. So we SMT this overall. Yeah. Okay, this is fine. Okay, well, apparently my trade got kicked off, so I need to go back so I can get in it again. That's kind of obnoxious when I switch to see it immediately just changed my it got rid of my trade, which is annoying, but okay. So go down to the 1 minute again. Yeah. This Full TPs are down at daily lows. I want 2 out. I want 2 out at the 830 level. I want 2 out at the New York Open and New York low level. I want 2 out at this low. And I want 2 out at... let's make it 4 here then. Right. Okay. So then we move down. We have a candle move up here. Okay, see right here is what I was talking about. We swept this low here, left room for a breaker structure, and it seems like we did so here. This next candle heavily defines what I want to see from this trade. There you go. So because we didn't fully close above this, right? This high is at 76750, and then the close here is at 76750. Again, it's literally, wait, sorry, the high here is at 766. Oh no, it was this one. Yeah, the high here is yeah, so it's exactly on it. So I waited to see the next candle to determine what I wanted to see. Now we see this very strong bearish candle here. This next candle also heavily determines what happens, because we can get another very strong bullish candle that completely encases this, right? Or we can get some other bearish candle that sweeps this low, which would be what I want. And see, we get another bullish candle. So now it doesn't encase the entire thing, so we just wait it out. Okay, we swept that high, closed in the order block. This next candle heavily determines everything. Bearish close, that's perfect. Now we're going to be taking up to break even on our stops. We sweep that low, that's perfect. I want to see... Okay, this is good. So I can open a new one, and then open markets. Okay, perfect. So I can just have multiple open instead. Because whenever I switch on this one, it just gets rid of my trade. I need to make sure my mic is working perfect. So micro e. Fuck, this is all the way on May. So let's replay on this one. No, because it's gonna mess it up. Oh, but then it's gonna predict price. Okay, never mind. So whatever. I'm not even gonna worry about the SMTs when I'm back testing. I'm assuming though we might SMT this, so it's potential. But okay, there's first TP done. I'm really hoping to be able to see. I just can't. Okay, we're just gonna test it. We're just gonna test it, right? I'm on the 20th of April. Okay, let's go to the 30-minute. What time am I at? I'm at 10:19. So I want to fast forward all the way to 10 a.m. right here. Right? Yep. Okay, and then I go down to the 1 minute. We see this is, let's do 15 minutes. Go forward once and then 1 minute. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 10:19 here. Perfect. So now what do we see? We see on this one, we sweep these lows, right? This one, we haven't swept these lows. And this one, we also haven't swept these lows, right? So it's highly likely that we could potentially reverse here, especially on the 5-minute time frame. If we see it, yeah, we see there's a London low here at the 10:15 candle, and then this 10:15 candle doesn't create the low. Oh, well, I guess they both have lows, but at 9:45 there's a low that gets swept, and oh, I guess the 9:45 low also technically gets swept, but it kind of just a consolidation. What about this one? 9:45 doesn't get swept, right? So yeah, there's potential that we reverse here off the SMT, but I'm just gonna give it some time to see how we move. We have some strength bullish here. A lot of bullish closures. Can I get one bearish candle? Okay, there's the bearish candle right there, and now I need to see how we react with this bearish candle. Okay, we closed bullish again, so now I am very concerned about my position because the total amount of profit here is not going to be a lot since I'm catching a very small trade here. It's just 86 points for 2 contracts right now. Not a good risk to reward, or I mean it's a good risk to reward because I'm at break even now, but it's not like a good trade that I'd like to see. Yeah, but I think I can just thug it out. I'll pull up to like 100 and then I'll just thug it out. It's a good bearish close, decent bearish close, but now we got to make sure that this doesn't SMT. So 1029. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we're looking at this. We might potentially SMT here. Yeah, we probably do another SMT here. Let's see. Might not even reject, or we might not even go lower than this actually. We could potentially reject and go price higher. But I have some confidence. I have some confidence in this position. We take it lower and then we immediately pull back up. So with that, I'm going to pull up to 200 now. Let's see. Bearish closures. We close within the 50%. I can see this reversing off of this consolidation, but as of right now, we do have SMTs. Sorry, hold on. I need to go forward a little bit to 37. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 37. Ooh, we don't have SMTs. Oh, okay, wait, we're good. Well, we're good. We don't have SMTs. We swept this low. There you go. It's just kind of difficult because of how price is moving. And also if I swap, then I can't see. Oh, wow. We took out a lot of positions there. We took out basically the rest of our positions there. We have one more left. So with that, I'm pulling up to like... Nah, I'm not even going to pull up actually because we go to the 5 minute, we can see there's potential that we come into this 50% right here. So yeah, we just took out a bunch of our positions there. That's perfect. 5 minute closes bearish. That's good. Pretty strong bearish too. By this point, it's 11:12, so lunch hour is about to open. We're in high profit margins now. So we're going to pull up to this here, and we're going to go through the 5 minute. Touch 50%, close bearish, please. Bearish close. Nice, bearish close. Inverse this fair value gap. We don't, but we do have a like pretty trashy bullish close, which could indicate that we go bearish and sweep this low. We do sweep this low. Pretty confident in this right now. We're building up orders. We might see a very strong candle soon. We're building up orders. Okay, we take out these highs. Let's take out this high at the 50% here. Okay, we take out the high at the 50%. We've been building up orders. Now I want to see a strong bearish candle soon. We are in the lunch hour, so I mean, to see this consolidation for this long. Okay, so 1 p.m. is here now, so lunch hour is about to end. Ooh, we are edging. Okay, we take out stops. So lunch hour ends. Well, actually, it doesn't end. Lunch hour kind of just continues all the way up until close. However, we did do pretty good today. 2.5K profit margins. I could have had 3K if I had closed down around here, but I don't want to do that, right? Um, I wanted to target what I wanted to target. And, it wasn't a bad day. Considering I also was able to catch this movement here, I didn't catch it as an actual trade, but I was able to predict it, which was very good. So let's write some notes about things I did good today and things I did bad, right? So, firstly, um, it was good that I was able to catch that London session trade, right? It was. My dog is just sitting at the door. It was good to catch that London session trade. Although I didn't actually take it, it's good to know that I'm still able to trade during London session and profit off of it, utilizing the different PD arrays, indications, and signatures that I know, right? This indicates that I have the ability to trade more than one session, to trade more than just New York session, NY session. So I mean, there was a point where I was sleeping at like 7 p.m. and then waking up at like 2 a.m. so I can take trades during London session. And then I would go back to sleep at 4 a.m. so I would just let the trade run as I'm sleeping the rest of my time. Then I wake up at 6 a.m. I check up on my trade. I'd have my 8 hours of sleep. I check on my trade, and then I get ready for New York session. And I actually did pretty decently during those times. I had a pretty nice win rate. However, it started getting to a point where I was kind of just doing it lazily, and I wasn't really awake and alert doing those London session trades. And then I started losing more and more, and it just wasn't for me. In my time zone, it's really difficult to find trades during those times, but um, you got to do what you got to do, right? Um, and then for New York session, the trade I took was good. Almost, almost exactly what I predicted was going to happen happened, right? Um, Um, so yeah, I caught the basically the bottom here. The trade started around here and then ended quite literally right up here. So I had an error of about 6 points, which is nothing in comparison, right? And then I saw this happen, and then I took a trade right here, um, and caught all of this 227 points. I could have caught a little bit more if I had closed down here, but I had most of my closes right around this level, right? So yeah, that was quite honestly a really perfect trade. The only thing I would say is that I definitely had a little bit of fear in my trade, right? Because I was basically catching the top of the movement where I didn't have a full confirmation of what was exactly going to happen yet. I only did it off of my predictive PD arrays, which showed that these levels were actually good levels to take. Um, so I'm going to put, I still have fear of incorrect trades. and losing positions. Um, that's something I seriously do need to fix. And that's not something that's going to fix overnight. It's going to take some time to get it fixed, right? Some back testing, some more live testing, some more getting used to the losses and understanding that losses are part of how you win, right? And so I have a fear of incorrect trades and losing positions, especially in predictive trades. Predictive trades and not um, reactive trades. This is something. Um, this is something. Not this is something. I need to work on more over time to slowly understand more about myself and what makes me fearful. Right, so basically the biggest thing that I noticed that I was kind of suffering from during this trade was fear. And had I not been looking for those SMTs, I probably would have closed my trade out very quickly, right? Because I was afraid that this right here, these equal lows, were gonna get swept on Nasdaq, but S&P 500 and Dow Jones wouldn't, which would indicate a lower time frame SMT divergence, right? Uh, Again, I don't trust the 1 minute as much as I do trust the 5 minute. So if I were to see like right here, the equal lows get swept, and S&P 500 and Dow Jones haven't swept those lows, then I would be very fearful. But S&P 500 swept both lows, and Dow Jones also swept both lows. And you know what? Now that I see it, yeah, Nasdaq swept London and Asia lows, and S&P 500 didn't even sweep New York, and neither did Dow Jones sweep New York. So had I seen that, I would have also been able to catch the reversal moment as well that would take me bullish here, right? And that reversal moment was actually this candle. We see it take out London lows, and then this move we see us take out Asian lows and hit a PD array right here, which is a fair value gap on the 1 minute time frame. We definitely could have seen it on different time frames, but it would have been easiest on 1 minute. And then we see price reject like this and then retrace into 50%, and I could have 1,000% have caught that. So that's another thing is had I been on the higher time frames able to see these levels being swept, I would have been able to catch a much better trade as well. Or not a much better trade, but a third good trade. But overall, to this back testing session, I did pretty decent. So definitely something I'm going to start doing more often is checking into SMTs, because the last week or so, or yeah, basically the whole entire last week, SMTs have been helping me. The week before that, SMTs were really messing with me. And it was because I wasn't looking for them as much and I wasn't seeing them and reacting off of them. But then last week, I won 2 days and took two non trading days because I saw specific SMTs that I either liked or didn't understand. And that was able to show me that I could A, either take a trade, or B, completely fade the rest of the day because I don't know what's going to happen, right? And the 2 days that I didn't trade, um, it turned out to be good because they were a little less directional and much more choppy, right? Friday, I didn't take a trade because I was in during this time and I didn't exactly know what we wanted to do because I got in pretty late. And then we had this big move up and I couldn't get in on it. And then we just consolidated the rest of the day, chopped, 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 chopped. So thank God I didn't take a trade, right? And then Tuesday was the other day I didn't take a trade. And right here we can see I was in at believe no, well, 8:45 my time, so it would be 9:45 ish this time, right? And we can see 9:45 we get this bullish move and then we kind of just don't get any real retracement. We just slowly continue moving up, and I didn't want to follow that move just in case we had a big drop, right? Had I followed that move maybe at around 11:55, I would have seen about 50-60 points of movement, right? And then immediately right after we drop about 200 points, actually 150 points. But it's, yeah, like I just not a smart thing to do. So seeing the SMTs here, seeing this SMT, this Asian low, perfect time to take a bullish trade. Took a bullish trade. See, I saw this order block on the 30-minute time frame, and then saw a rejection block potential. I believe it was around here. Take that trade. Bearish. And I'm in about maybe 10 points of drawdown. Yeah, 8 points of drawdown, and then we immediately just go in my direction, and that was just absolutely perfect. Such a good trade for me today, and I'm gonna have to start incorporating these SMTs a lot more frequently, and definitely read how price action wants to react more. Another great thing I did was spotting that this would be used as an order block, right? Because a lot of times, yeah, price will come all the way up here, but I think it's a safer bet to have most of your position done by this order block, just purely because this is a high possibility reversals zone, right? There's an order block here, a consolidation block here. There's another order block right here. There's a BPR right here. There's a high right here. You know, it's just all lines up perfectly to show you that this zone is going to be a very reactive area. Um, so yeah, that's basically all that I can do today. I am busy today, and I might be busy tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be too busy, but there's a chance that I'm gonna be too busy to get out another video tomorrow. Even if it's late though, I'm gonna see if I can try to get one out. Just something very short, maybe like a 15-minute video at max. Um, because I do want to keep trying that Sunday predictive measure, right? Because that genuinely, I like it perfectly predicted everything this week for me. Last week I literally said Monday, if it goes bearish, then Tuesday would also be bearish. Wednesday we potentially get a reversal, and if we get a reversal, then I want to see us come all the way up here. Then I want Thursday to come up and close above the ISP. ISP is at 448, and then the close here is at 447.25, just a little lower than it, not by much. I mean, if you go down to like the 5-minute, you'll see that we did close above it, right? Right here. This is Thursday close at 4:55 p.m. We did close above it. I don't know why the daily is showing we didn't. It might be counting. It might not be counting this section. Oh yeah, I believe it's counting up until like 3:55 or something. I don't exactly know, but we closed above it here, and then I said Friday we're gonna get bullish. We're gonna come down, touch the ISP, and then continue bullish, which we did exactly that. We came down, touched the ISP right here, and then immediately saw bullish price action, and we ended up closing bullish, not by much, but we still closed bullish, which that's the main idea that I want to exhibit, right? No, I was looking for a potential SMT, but we didn't quite SMT. But yeah, so I think that's just going to be it for this video today. Just a quick and simple strategy day, trying to improve my strategy, see what I can incorporate more, see what I can improve, and see what I can remove so I don't lose as many trades. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get out a video, but that's going to be it for this one.